Hello! Now that Palworld 1.0 is released, I thought it'd be fun to share my base. I like to look at other people's bases, get ideas, share my own, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of do a little walkthrough of mine. It's got a lot more to come. I don't have access to everything yet. I'm only early 50s in level, but I'm pretty proud of what I have done. I spent about 8 hours on it, changing things nonstop, and I think it's pretty cool. Give people ideas. Um, I do apologize for the audio quality. Unfortunately, my headset broke, so I'm using a really horrible microphone. Um, for the most part, this is more about visualization than listening to me talk anyway. So I hope you guys enjoy. Here is the exterior structure, and this is actually two bases linked together. In our server, we have it to where anything built outside of your barrier will not actually break down. We do try to maintain a rule of please minimize how much you put outside of your base, but some people don't like building a spherical base. I'm actually one of them, but I caved this time. So for the most part, bases are going to be reasonable enough to not have a problem with building outside of the base. PALs will still not engage with anything outside of the base, so it's more of a convenience situation. In my case, the bridge is convenience. Okay. It's about to turn night, so I do apologize if the lighting gets a little weird. Starting over here, this is our crude oil room. I can probably squeeze a third thumper in here, but 2 is doing well enough for me to have consistent crude oil. Swinging back the way we came on the rear side, we've got our storage room. Always subject to change with the newer, larger storage units coming. This is our task board. It's how I know what to do, add, collect. Our assembly hall for crafting. I've got more to add in here. You're going to hear me say that a lot. Additional crafting tables. As I walk upstairs, a few things that might come up in the comments. I did custom dye this. The color is that for the flooring. For the windows, it's just straight black. I like the black because you can see through and the light diffusion from light sources bleeds through pretty nicely. I have 4 identical rooms. Each one has its own purpose. This is sort of the kitchen smelter room. This is a personal little bedroom with the dresser, and even though this is a PAL bed, we can actually sleep on this. So I decided, why not give myself a nice comfy bed. This particular room over here is unused, but I'm sure we'll find a use. And this is a makeshift temporary PAL room. I know it says I'm missing beds. That's probably what that's going to be over here. These PALs are not our primary PALs. I put smaller ones in here for the video. Most of our PALs are not requiring sleep, so not that big of an issue outside of this video. Power area with extra storage. And again, a nice little view downward. That's my lovely wife. I like to have a lot of symmetrical builds. It's just a personal preference. This bridge is an absolute nightmare. I love the way it looks, but building at an angle with all of these little half triangular shapes gives you a cool look, but you can't do roofing, you can't do proper walling, you can't do a lot of things because there's very few pieces that will retrofit in cleanly. My wife loves flowers and plants, so I've been smashing them everywhere I can. And this needs a lot of work. I just barely finished the structure of this, but we'll still take a look anyway. We're on the second floor. This is mostly PAL quarters. I've got the identical setup where I've got a ranch on each side. I've got one of each type of collecting resource mat that I have unlocked currently. There are more to come, I'm sure. And we have breeding zones that will be installed, but I don't have that unlocked. My wife does. This is probably going to be a question, but yes, I did dye this wood ladder. It does not come bright yellow like that normally. I filled that a little bit of contrast, helps to see it in the dark. And this is again mostly an empty room. I have a singular PAL up here just pumping out electricity for this base at this time, and as you can see, he's doing pretty good on his own. And I just caught him. He's not even bred or anything. This is miscellaneous. And although I have not felt so inclined to do so at this time, I could bust down one of these fencings and build stairwells or whatever ladders up to this third level as well. The excessive space right now is not necessary, and therefore it has not been done. So, like I said, about 8 hours, but I think it's pretty awesome. And my friend agrees, which is why he is moving his base here and building next to me. And that's absolutely fine. We work as a team. So I hope everybody enjoys it, and thank you for watching.